Not even Cosmos would dare to
Come, rain or sun, the umbrella is always ready.
Execute.
You are all such good kids.
Interesting fellow. Wait! We can make good use of this large gear! By following you, I might find another answer.
Father, I have arrived.
Just in time, Rubicon. Look at the water lilies in the pond. This is a tribute from the governor of Memphis. Today marks the onset of the flowering season. It would be a waste to enjoy these flowers. I've also extended invitations to others. General Sarvis resides nearby in his mansion. Are you acquainted with him?
Yes, I know him. Sarvis is a valiant general.
Knowing him is not enough, Rubicon. As my heir, Sarvis was recently promoted to the rank of youngest senator.
Understood, Father. I shall pay him a visit later.
Well, that won't be necessary.
Your Majesty.
Rise, Sarvis. Sarvis, you have accomplished from... Have you made your decision?
By the grace of your Majesty.
Let's skip the... Choose your city, and I shall grant it to you. Leave the pledge...
I desire a land as warm and inviting as your Majesty.
While numerous warm land... Your discernment is commendable. Very well. Bellefontaine shall be yours. Ah, here comes the High Priest as well.
Greatness be upon you, my lord. May your...
Indeed, at my age, divine favors...
Worry not, Father. Your radiance shines as...
You've picked up the rhetoric of those eloquent, but have you ever seen a day when the sun does not?
I mean no disrespect, Father.
I know you do not. While your words are flattering, I believe I no longer require badges, nor do my accomplishments. The Senate recently bestowed upon me the title of the... Frequently, I have wondered what further... My generals have conquered the entire civilized... My empire has transformed the Philistines. When I inherited, you mentioned the sun in his letter. He mentioned an ancient legend. According to them, the conquerors hailed from a realm. Have you ever heard of that place?
To the best of my knowledge, the Arsacid Empire lies far to the east of our domain.
The Memphian legend concerning the god.
I understand your piety. However, since the native people... With that said, it is surprising. Now, I find that interesting. If the god of the sun is truly there,
Father, what should we do to the kings and...
I desire the sun only. Well, I have spent too much time discussing it.
Finally. This is the...
Back in Jeff, the tales, I always believed it to be nothing more than fiction. The dreams of mankind.
From the way you spoke just now,
High Priest, we are facing something that cannot be conquered by...
you speak the truth. It is not only...
Today, for the first time...
This is our shared feat.
But before your triumph, your highness, what shall we do with the subjects of the Arsacid Empire?
They have surrendered. So I have...
However, if the Arsacid Empire...
Father is the sun, but the people here are...
I understand your... It has been said that there are 2 points behind. First, we open our hearts and minds. Force and fear have been the best tools your father has employed for decades. I agree that those methods are hardly the most effective. If your highness allow, if we can make the soldiers abandon their...
The High Priest may...
Well, I am just a general, and I focus on...
Sarvis. It is... I'll take that as a yes.
As you wish.
Now, it is time to claim the ultimate...
According to the historical accounts of the Arsacid Empire, it was the Emperor Darius who brought the god. Darius once established. He made Memphis his province long before Japheth came into power.
If this realm were still under his rule, I might have respectfully approached their gates, and as a man who desires to possess the sun must be as ambitious as my father.
The Tower of Babel. That's the one. It's only fit. I'm now entrusting it to you, Emion.
What is this, Your Majesty?
A good question. And I have heard tales that beneath the it once destroyed the capital of an ancient pharaoh and then sank. So I conquered the land of that pharaoh and ordered countless individuals to dive into the water. But the outcome, the so-called god of the sun, while it's well crafted, I ordered my people to... However, I had craftsmen construct colossal power. Finally, since long ago you have recruited numerous scholars from... I have never impeded or done. But now, I am asking, unravel the mystery, sir, and find out the secret to its immortality.
Come, rain or sun, the umbrella is always ready. You are all such good kids.
the letters used in the Arsacid Empire. It was one of the dynasties that existed in Obed about 2,000 years before our time. The dynasty lasted for centuries, so it's hard to pinpoint exactly.
Did you just bring us to some random point in time? So, our new director is actually smarter than we thought. But do you understand what the text says?
This is a legal document about the sale of grain and a deed to a farm. While it provides concrete information, it doesn't help us determine the exact time.
You're as reliable as ever. No wonder that old man wanted to. Why did you throw them at me?
You can read them too, can't?
Let's see what the heck we have here. Tax collection records and tribute.
This is a record written by the court scribe of the 5th emperor. He was an unremarkable emperor. Throughout its long history, the 5th emperor's reign belonged to the latter category. During that time, the Japheth Empire in the west, ruled by Emperor Thurinus, was at its peak. Thurinus' armies extended to the farthest reaches of the known world in all directions. In the east, they reached the Arsacid. During his reign, Thurinus sent an expedition army led by. However, the expedition didn't result in Obed becoming a new province of Japheth, as was the case with other areas during that. The reason for the truce remains a mystery, as no records or treaties were passed down through history. However, the Tower of Babel remained under its existing ownership during that war. Amaon, throughout different generations, protected it during all the crises and incidents, ensuring the library's safety and preservation.
That's a nice way of. The knowledge stored in the tower is incredibly valuable, so no one. Besides, those old chumps did have their talents. As much as it pains me to admit it, your ability is quite remarkable.
If I remember correctly, this is the second time you've asked me a question like this. My answer is still the same. But Arishan is the daughter. Before my arrival, Cosmos. My duty is to safeguard this tower, and naturally.
What are you two whispering about back? What a rudimentary ancient device. This is such a mess. It's like a battle just took place here.
Maybe that's exactly what happened. According to historical records, this is the time when the war between Obed and Japheth erupted. We might have arrived at a point where the war is still ongoing.
They can fight their wars all they want.
The main path ends here. Let's check out what's below.
Interesting fellow. Who's there?
Wait. You are...
You're Outlanders. No, wait. This...
Zero, you explain it to him.
So, you're travelers from the future. That's truly incredible. Since you're from the future, your clothes must also be... The Library of Babel is truly full of wonders.
Could you tell us which era we are in?
Since you're from the future, you probably already know that the current ruler of Obed, the 5th Emperor, is a
Yeah, and we know that the Arsacid Empire was at war with the Japheth Empire. Has the war ended?
The war has ended. Unfortunately, he overestimated his opponent. The 5th Emperor couldn't manage a single clash on the battlefield. As soon as he found out that Japheth only wanted a specific item from the Tower of Babel, he...
You don't seem to have a high opinion of your emperor. Is it
Emperor. He's far from deserving that title.
You mentioned that Japheth only wanted a specific item from the tower. What is it?
I've heard that Rubicon's ultimatum mentioned Memphis's god of the sun. I've seen it a few times, but it's disappointing. It's just a I heard it was a trophy captured by Obed's past monarch, Emperor Darius. The item was sent away by Rubicon a few days ago, and it should...
Looks like we're too late.
No, not yet. 2,000 years ago, Ephrathah, by the Philistine Sea, witnessed the final glimmer of Arten.
Ephrathah by the Philistine Sea? Hold on.
The Star of Ephrathah.
History sure loves to play tricks on us. So, you don't know how to control that copper sphere either.
No, we don't. Honestly, we wouldn't even know it's something that can be activated if you hadn't mentioned it. But since those Japhethians are so desperate to get their hands on it, they might have some knowledge about it. Interestingly, Prince Rubicon and his Praetorians are currently stuck in the library.
What did you just say?
Rubicon didn't leave after obtaining that God of the Sun. He learned about us in the Library of Babel from the 5th Emperor. Rubicon considered the library a treasure far more valuable. It happened to coincide with the opening of the library, so I'm not sure if we should call it lucky or unlucky.
So, you mean we can find him inside the Library of Babel?
Exactly. Unfortunately, I won't be able to accompany you for the rest of your journey.
That's all right. Thank you for all the information.
May the library be with you. Emayon from the future.
begin. The grand hunt beneath the full moon!
Interesting fellow. Interesting fellow. Looks like I've met your expectations. So, where's my reward? By following you, I might find another answer.
Works at Weishi, consulting for the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity?
Eureka!
This brings back memories. Just like when my grandmother used to teach me as a child.